Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's daily draft. Today will be our second to last draft of March of the Machine. I know, boohoo, what a great format it's been. We've got another draft on Monday that will be our final one. And then we have the format follow-up on Wednesday, followed by the full set review for Lord of the Rings beginning next Friday, a week from today. It's gonna be a great time. I know a lot of you are really excited for that set. March of the Machine has been a great set as well, but we're going to say goodbye to it and welcome in a new set in Lord of the Rings. But before we do, we've got to finish out this season strong while we're still holding on to Mythic. Currently number 1483, we'll see where we end up after the end of these two drafts. Who knows? And we're going to get into this draft, but before we do, a message from me. Thanks, me. The Daily Draft Patreon page has a new tier, and it is not one you're going to want to miss out on. For just $5 per month, you can gain access to my tier lists for the format for not only Pack 1 Pick 1, but also customized for every single draftable deck in the format, and I update it every week. And you get access to a private Discord channel in which to discuss these tier lists with me and others. I use a traditional A through F rating for every single card. I let you know if the card has moved up or down since last week, and I give you the ability to hover over the card to see the name and a picture and a clickable link to Scryfall for every single one of the cards. And like I mentioned, I've also got customized tier lists for every single individual deck in the format. Blue-White Knights, looking for specific tier lists and ratings for every single card in Blue-White Knights, we've got it here for you, as well as every single other deck in the entire format. My Lord of the Rings set reviews are right around the corner in just about a week or less, and I will have these tier lists updated for the new set before it even releases. So now is the absolute perfect time to get in on the Centaur Courser rewards tier in the Daily Draft Patreon. If $5 is a bit too rich for your blood, we have $3 and $1 tiers that each come with both early access and admission to the Discord server. If a monetary donation isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is also greatly appreciated and contribution enough. Thanks for your consideration, and let's hop into today's draft. Woof, well, you can't get much better of a Pack 1 Pick 1 than Natali Primal Conqueror, so here we go. This card is absolutely insane. We're going to be pretty incentivized to play red. I would like to go green-red bombs with a card like this, considering most red decks aren't great. This isn't great in red-white. It's fine in blue-red, I suppose, but playing something like Blighted Burgeoning, also the only green card in the entire pack, so there's no way this is wheeling. But we're not going to turn down an Natali here in our second to last draft. We're not that crazy. Let's take Natali Primal Conqueror and see what comes from there. Well, red-black anyone? Rankle and Torbrand and Natali starting a draft out? I mean, pretty good. There's an Invasion of Amonkhet and a Halo Forger and a Final Flourish all in the same pack. So we're hooking up some people into blue-black, but doesn't mean we can't go black-red, does it? Alright, Invasion of Regatha is usually fine once you already have another battle or two. By itself, it's not great. There's a completed Huntmaster, which I've actually come down on recently. A Dreg Recycler and a Scornblade Berserker. I mean, this is kind of okay with like ramp and stuff. Valduk. Again, you probably want the equipment before you start doing all Valduk stuff. So I'm just going to take the Scornblade Berserker here. And then a pretty easy Final Flourish, I think, even over Gift of Completion. There's a Depth Guard. There's also a Forest Dispersal. So we're passing some good blue and black to our neighbors. So we're going to have to fill out black this pack, and I think we'll be able to get some red in pack 2 is my thought right now. Because this person probably took Invasion of Amonkhet. I didn't see the blue in the next pack, but then Ifara's Dispersal in the following one. But I'm not unhappy with where we are already 4 picks in. So we're going to need to see if we can find some Deadly Derisions would be great, because those create treasures to help us get to Natali. Rankle and Torbrand can ramp to Natali as well. This card is so good. I can only imagine it being cast in Commander. I know that the 6-mana Atali was already really good in Commander, and that one had to attack and didn't have haste. This one just needs to enter the battlefield, which is crazy. We have another Berserker. Jeru and Hazoret would be a splash for us, although we have Atali and Rankle already. And we could cast those for free? Okay, you've got me convinced. Go ahead and take that there. And then get a horrible pack here. Nothing I really want to play at all. No fixing for white either. So I'll just go ahead and take that card, put it in the sideboard. Here we go. Skittering Surveyor fixing for Jeru and Hazoret. Yes, please. Gargantua also would be fine in this deck, but we'll go ahead and take Skittering Surveyor. Another one, a Freewheeler, Arouse Reinforcements, a Shadow the Source. I think I'll take another Surveyor. Yeah, I'll take a second Surveyor here. Kind of opening up more splashing if we need to. Currently, the Jeru and Hazoret is great with these two cards. Alright, the Bloodfell Caves came back, so did the Branch Burner. I think we'll just take the Bloodfell Caves to help out our mana here. I don't care about the Ichor or Searing Barb that much. Gonna have to watch out for our curve a little bit here. Because we will need to survive the early game to get to this late game, but we've got 2 packs to do that. We'll be fine. Things like Etched Familiar would be fine, and Nizumi Informants would be great. Thinking about the red 2-drops. Thrashing Frontliner is not outstanding. I don't care about any of this. Volcanic Spites will be outstanding. That'll be really, really good to get. Volcanic Spites, Final Flourishes, Deadly Derisions, Nizumi Informants. You can see I'm kind of already crafting the deck in my mind right now. Even, there we go. Dreg Recycler is fine. Valduk. We're not really looking to be Valduk. So Dreg Recycler can go into the 2-drop slot if we don't really get there on the other ones that I was mentioning. Would very much like a white dual land as well here at some point. Yeah, see? So even Karf's Depth card is going to be pretty good for us because we're just trying to get to this stuff. And this helps us get there. I would probably even consider playing a Scrap Chomper. We'll take the Depth card. Heel Slasher. I mean, these are all cards we could put into our deck. So, we'll see what we can find in pack 2. Stormclaw Ragers. I mean, yeah, we've got options of cards we can find here. Not to mention any other of the black or red bombs. You know, Chandra, Shieldred. I mean, Glissa. Unfortunately, Atrax is not really one you want to splash because it doesn't have red, and we're probably playing red. So do we also try to splash a Glissa, or do we just take Collective Nightmare here? I really hope to wheel this Windscarred Crag. That would be great. Even if we don't, if we wheel the Depth card, that could be not bad. Glissa. We do have double Surveyor. Yeah, we know it. We're going Legends today. Itali, Jeru and Hazoret, Glissa, Rankle, and Torbrand. Sure. Passing double Preening Champion. Oh, hurts my heart. I love the card. But I think we're just going to go ahead and take Vanquish the Weak. I still don't think main decking at Glistening Deluge is the correct answer. We'll just take another removal spell here. Not the right land for us. So from pack 1, we're hoping to wheel the Windscarred Crag would be outstanding. And the Kar's Depth Guard would be a secondary kind of wheel there. So, alright, well, we're doing not too bad here in pack 2. I'm just worried about getting run over by, you know, blue-white knights and not even getting to cast any of this stuff, so. Really got to shore up that lower part of the curve here. Alright, well, I mean, Rugged Highlands helps fix for Glissa. Do I care about any of these? We might even get the Pyretic Prankster back So I'm actually just going to take the land to help fix for the best cards in our deck. And if we get a Prankster, we get a Prankster. I mean, that'll be fine. Fill out the 2-drop slot. And I think it might even wheel. Alright, Traumatic Revelation gives us some time to kind of feel out what's in their hand and get rid of whatever we need to survive to the late game. So I think that's fine to play a 1 of here. We're seeing some black and red, but it's really not good. I really hope to play none of these cards. By the time we get to turn 5, I don't want to be casting failed conversions, so Flitting Gorilla, maybe? I really hope to not play it. Alright, another Vanquish the Weak, not too bad. Our curve is still not outstanding, but I think a second Vanquish is totally fine here. Final Flourish, pick 7. I will take it. Again, failed conversion, not really what we want. I don't know, this is a 1-3. It blocks, I guess. Probably not going to start it, but maybe we end up putting it in here. Everything else seems fine. I mean, don't necessarily need that. I don't mind everything else here, though. Alright, so Windscarred Crag coming around. Cross your fingers. No. Did get the Depth Guard back. Same with the Doombringer. I would just rather be using this to trade off. So, there's an Urn of Godfire for fixing, but I don't think that's the route we want to go. I think this actually seems like a Depth Guard kind of deck. Because it can block their 4-drops, and then help us get to these 4 cards here. Don't think I'm playing any of that. Okay, I mean, yeah, just keep giving me 3-drops that can block, I guess. I don't know. I still haven't been able to pick up any of the other cards that I mentioned I do want copies of, though. You know, Ichor Drinker, Izumi Informant, you know, cards like that. I don't think Ren's Resolve is going to be good in this deck, because if we play this early and hit some of these big fat cards here, then we lose access to them forever. I would also like a copy of the Mill and Return 2 Creatures card. That would be quite good for us here. See if we can get a copy of that. I mean, is 2 Atalis good? I really want Invasion of Mercadia, but I'm not passing a second Atali, am I? Oh man, City on Fire. I don't think that's for this deck. There is a Timuret Chosen from Death, and I love that card in this format. There's also an Invasion of Asgol, but we're not going to be attacking too much. We might wheel the Freewheeler, the Asgol, or the Reinforcements here, or even the Mauler, and that would be fine, but I think I'm taking Timuret here. Getting a little late to see Deadly Derision. This is probably the last pick we might be able to get lucky enough to see one. Alright, there it is. As well as Stormclaw Rager, which isn't actually outstanding in this deck right now, but Deadly Derision is exactly what we need. We notably didn't wheel the Prankster. So we're fighting for red. But with double Atali, I mean, I think we win that battle. Black-white land would be good too. Scoured Barrens to help splash this. Another Final Flourish, I'll take it. 100% take it. So even though we're lacking in the 2-drop spot, we just have 2 creatures down there. We do have 3 Final Flourishes, which goes a long way. Alright, Stormclaw Rager, I think now's the time to take you. 3 more picks to see something good. Volcanic Spite, that's good. There's also another Surveyor, which I would run, but we'll take Volcanic Spite pretty easily. Karsus Depth Guard number 4? I don't know. And a couple cards I'm probably not running here. Alright, anything we could wheel? Just trying to think. We didn't see in any of the white lands. The only white land we saw was Windscarred Crag, pack 2, pick 1, but we took Glissa over it, so I stand by that. That's a 2-drop I suppose I could play. I don't think I care about Furnace Toast Charger in this deck. And again, this just trades, and we're just trying to get to the point where we can cast these things here. Currently have 24 playable, so we would even have to make a cut here. Probably going to be a Depth Guard. Rouse Reinforcements, I mean, we don't really take advantage of that. The Stormclaw Rager works pretty well with the reinforcements, I guess. So does Final Flourish. Okay, so maybe it's worth playing. Probably need to cut 1 Depth Guard at the very least, right? Maybe even 2. I don't mind everything else. The front line, maybe we don't need the frontliner. With as many flourishes and things as we have, probably don't want the Hanger Scrounger either. This is now 23 here. I don't think playing a Doombringer is the answer. Okay. And last pick, Island. Alright, well I guess that pretty much makes this the deck. Gonna have to run probably 2 planes here. And 1 forest. That would put us at 7 red, 2 green, 8 black, 2 white, but the Surveyor can fix for any of that depending on what we need here. Plus a treasure from Deadly Derision. Yeah, I think that seems fine. I mean, that's the entire deck. We have 1 Spite, 3 Flourishes, 2 Vanquishes, and a Deadly Derision. And a Revelation to help us get through the hand. We have some really good blockers. And then once we get here, it's going to be hard to lose. So let's hope we can do our thing at least once this game. I'll see you in game 1. Alright, we go first with Timuret into Depth Guard into removal. Fine with me. This isn't really going to be attacking, but we don't need it to. That's not what it's here for. Rotten Tail, okay. Alright, we found our white. Hopefully no oh man. Well, they got our only other creature here. We are now 1 land away from a Tali already. Kill the Rotten Tail or the Assailant? I think I'm going to kill the Assailant here. Because this can keep attacking. And if we draw any black-pipped thing, this toughness gets bigger. Can also use that to kill it. I am risking that they have a combat trick here. See if they want to save it somehow. No? Okay. We'll go ahead, get rid of those two creatures, because Timuret is very good. Let's start by seeing what we're dealing with here. Deadly Derision. Okay. I don't care too much about that necessarily. I probably should care about that, though. So let's go ahead and attack, see if they feel like killing Timuret or not. And now it's just a top deck war, I guess. Okay. It's a pretty good top deck. Permanent Herbology Instructor. Pretty good top deck. They're going to be pretty close to flipping this here now, because they just have to flip this, kill this, and then they can attack through Timuret. It looks like that's what they'll probably be able to do. Yeah, they're pointing it out here. Makes sense, can't really do anything about it. They get to hit this down to 1. I know I don't get to gain life for those, but I just want to get them out of their yard here. I don't think we have any recursion in our deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and gain some life while I can. Draw another land, because why not? And they get to flip this now, so... Alright. We do have a Tali mana now, though, so that is notable. Notable that Atrax's Fall can also kill Timuret, because he's an enchantment. So, if we draw, like, Jeru and Hazoret, the Deadly Derision can then be saved for that, so... Yep. Here we are. They should probably use the Atraxis Fall on the Timuret here. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're not going to get a better target. I mean, it's a borderline playable card as it is. But instead, we'll just keep drawing lands. So we played this game with a Timuret. 2 removal spells. I guess we had a couple depth guards that got killed too, so... Alright, well, we're out of gas. We do have 4 really good top decks, 2 of which die immediately to a card in their hand. So, we need a Tali is what we need. And we have 2 of them. Take 7. So I can sacrifice the Timuret to the Rager, draw a card. They use Deadly Derision on the Rager. And then we have nothing again, but we did get the Derision out of their hand, potentially. This can only be used as a sorcery. Jero and Hazoret's the only white card in the deck. And it costs 5, so we can tap like this. If I went to combat and attacked them here, I risk them just using the Deadly Derision on the Rager here, and I would like to just cash this in for a card, because at this point, we just need to find a Tali, and that's about all we can do. We have like 2 turns to do it. So... see if they Derision the Rager here. Looks like they will. Alright, we're down to 9. And now we're dead on board. I think you forgot that you still have priority here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're not dead. Pretty darn close. So this game didn't at all work out in our favor. Don't even think our Tali can get us out of this one. Yep. Alright, so game 2 can have a little bit better luck than not seeing any of our 4 bombs. Okay, well, we have the curve here that we need to make it to the late game, so we'll keep it again. Reinforcements on 2, Surveyor on 3, finding, depending on whatever we draw between now and then. Okay, so finding white now. Black green, what's the play? Oh, that's fine. Take action. We'll go ahead and find our planes. Now we've got all our colors. Fin. Okay. One black. Corrupted Conviction, potentially? It's not Mirrodin Avenged because a creature has to have been dealt damage. Oh, they found a mountain. Okay. I guess it could have been Collective Nightmare as well. Two counters on it. Okay. Comes a 3/5. I will now bait them into activating that by attacking here and still holding up Final Flourish in response to them using it. And once we're done with that, our hand is empty again. Alright, what you got? Okay. It was Corrupted Conviction. Thank God we got Kalissa out. They chose not to cast Kalissa that turn. Probably because they saw that we had Final Flourish. Alright, they still have Conviction up here. So they're going to use it, but, I mean, they're going to use it no matter what. They're at the point of the game where they're going to have to get value out of their Conviction here, but we made them pay 2 life and still sack the creature here. Alright, we're still waiting for one of our 5 bombs to show up. We have all the mana to cast them all, so 2 games so far, haven't seen any of the 5. Okay. Storm the Seed Core, gonna get pretty close to killing us here. I mean, I'd just like to have my deck do what it's supposed to do, I guess. Would be nice. I wouldn't mind that being something that happens. I think they have Final Flourish here. Gains lifelink. Yeah. Alright, what else do we got? Nothing. Alright, so 2 games, 0-2. We have 5 bombs in the deck, including a Glissa and 2 Atalis. I haven't seen any of them. Okay. Still think that means we just lose here. Alright, let's see if we can actually find our cards here in the last game. Alright, so the deck is taunting us by saying, would you like one of your bombs? But literally nothing else you can cast. So let's go ahead and mulligan, effectively keep the same hand here. I think Timred is just so wildly far away from being cast that I'm not sure we can keep it. Oh great, a beat stick. Oh great, a spell spear. Alright, I just gotta do this now. Alright, you're gonna go back. We're gonna miss another land drop potentially. Thank you, even if it's a turn late. Wonderful. Sure, I guess I'm double jumping here, so they don't get a spell spear back, and we don't die even quicker. Now they just move the beat stick over and they get it anyway. What is that? That only costs 4? Create 2 2/2s. Get back spell spear. Is this deck bad? Like... Am I missing something here? Like, we haven't even been remotely competitive in any of the games. 2 Atalis, a Glissa, a Jaren and Hazoret to find them all. And we haven't done effectively anything. Alright, will they let us attack? I mean, sure, I guess. We have a Tali next turn if we can survive. I'm not even sure Atali gets us out of it at this point. 5/5 trample. Play a land, play Etched Familiar. What else do they have? Another removal spell? Have a Volcanic Spite in hand or something? No? Okay, well. We survived for a moment. If only a moment. Unseal getting it back. Okay. There goes the other Atali. We could... Actually... Oh my gosh, if they hadn't just done that, we would have drawn this for turn, played Atali, and then flipped an Atali off of Atali. That would have been insane. As Ward 2, we can't pay the Ward. Destroy target artifact. Can destroy the beat stick. We can kill their 2/2. Guess we'll just kill their 2/2. Alright, Atali, you didn't really do much. We would have just flipped another one. Would have been insane. Alright, so we're at 5. Okay, I mean, there's another card. Can we survive? We finally got to cast our cards, but is it too little too late? Give it +1/+1 and death touch to something. It's got trample too. That's pretty darn annoying. They can get back an agent here. So if I do dealing 6, so 3, 4, 5, I could triple block, but then it won't hit me. They don't get back the 1/1. But I lose everything because it also has death touch. Because if I do this, it still hits me. For 1 right now. I think I have to make sure I keep my board. Or I don't let them get any more. Because the Glissa is an army right now. Oh, it still hits me because of trample. And death touch. Alright guys, today's not our day. It just is not our day. So we just threw away a 2/2 for no reason there. And they get the spells. Oh, they get the same thing right back. Well, we got a big board here, but we're at 4, and they have... We're effectively at 1 right now, and they win next turn if they want to go for it. Because of the Dreg Recycler sacrificing the Familiar, putting us to 1. Probably should have just done that on our end step. They would have just won right now, right? Yeah, they would have won. So we are dead. Now we're just playing with house money. So again, we're dead right now on board if they see it. But there's really nothing we can do about it. So many people call this format just like completely dominated by bombs. Like I saw a while ago, I passed a pack 2 pick 2 Glissa because I was already in like a very streamlined deck here. And yeah, so they see it here now. So like I have 2 Atalis, a Glissa, Jurian Hazaret, Rankle, and Torbrand in this deck. And it goes 0-3. Are you not sold that this deck is not, or this format is not quite all about bombs here? Like, maybe you need to, maybe if it is about bombs, you also have to have the other tools needed to succeed. Because, like, right now we just don't have the tools needed to succeed in this particular deck. It was very strange. Let me know what you think about that, because we had the bombs, and it just straight up did stone cold nothing. We We had the bombs, we had 3 Final Flourishes, Dramatic Revelation to help us out there, Volcanic Spite, Deadly Derision, 2 Vanquishes, tons of removal, 5 bombs over here, and an 0-3. So, very strange, but is what it is. So, still posting it nonetheless. That's what I do here. So, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for your daily draft.